Jake, your plan seems sound, but I have a strong feeling that I can lure the snow beast out of the lodge on my own. Initially, I dismissed the idea of such a creature's existence, and in my arrogance, I might have unwittingly led it to the snow lodge. It appears to hold a personal vendetta against me, and I believe it's only fitting that I take the responsibility of attempting to guide the creature out of the lodge and into the trap we've set.
Liam, lives have been lost in this dire situation, and our adversary is ceaselessly pursuing us. If you can steer it toward the trap we've laid, your selfless action might significantly increase our chances of success. If the creature is truly fixated on you, perhaps this selfless act can be our salvation from inevitable doom.
In a whispering hush, I conveyed to Jake the seemingly flawless plan, yet an unsettling resolve compelled me to shoulder the perilous task myself. An inexplicable intuition whispered that the creature harbored a vendetta against me. Perhaps my cocktail of curiosity, disbelief, and arrogance had ignited its wrath. Armed with a flare gun and a handcrafted wooden spear, I embarked on a solitary journey on a snowmobile, prepared to face the beast head-on and ensnare it in a deadly trap. As Jake and the others fashioned their own weapons from the frosty branches, a chilling realization settled in. The forest floor beneath us concealed a macabre dance with death, a tribute to those claimed by the creature's carnage. Jake, reluctantly persuaded, nodded in agreement. Bracing myself, I drove a snowmobile through the falling snow, fear tightening its grip with each snow tread. The lodge loomed ahead, a darkened fortress where the creature's malevolence lurked. I got off the snowmobile at a safe distance and quietly walked the rest of the way to the lodge. In the silent expensa, I navigated cautiously, the creaking floor beneath my boots echoing the trepidation in my heart. The creature remained elusive, its presence ghostly in the quiet lodge. Approaching the restaurant area, I discovered an ominous hole gaping in the floor. As the wood protested my advance, the snow beast erupted from beneath the snow, a thunderous force bursting through the hole. Panic seized me as the hulking creature charged, swift and relentless. Instinctively, I drew my flare gun, its searing light illuminating the beast's monstrous form. With adrenaline-fueled agility, I evaded its outreached hands, leaping just in time to pierce its hairy skin with the fiery flare. A tortured roar echoed through the lodge as the creature staggered backward, momentarily subdued by the searing pain. My heart pounded, but the respite was short-lived. The beast, undeterred, refocused its fury. I sprinted to the snowmobile with every sinew straining, leading the creature away from the lodge into the waiting woods. The snow beast, a specter of wrath, lunged at me with primal intensity. I jumped off the snowmobile at the last moment, and the creature plummeted into the trap we had meticulously set. A snow-covered hole full of long, sharpened wooden stakes. The night exploded with its anguished cries as the stakes, sharp and unforgiving, impaled the creature, anchoring it to the unforgiving earth. We stood, breaths suspended, witnesses to the once mighty creature reduced to feeble convulsions, its reign of terror ended by our calculated gambit. The forest sighed in collective relief as the night absorbed the echoes of the snow beast's demise, a chilling testament to the indomitable spirit of those who dared to confront the shadows. There was a deafening wail, marking the demise of the snow beast, which triggered a nightmarish chain reaction. The forest, once serene, erupted into a cacophony of chaos. It was as if the very fabric of nature recoiled in horror. Animalistic screams reverberated through the trees, a grotesque chorus that swallowed the echoes of the creature's final roar. Jake, once a pillar of strength, cast desperate glances into the now ominous woods. Silence descended on our group, and within it, absolute fear took root.
Liam, did you hear that? We need to evacuate immediately. I believe this creature wasn't solitary, and we're all in imminent danger.
As we sprinted back to the lodge, shadows, massive and malevolent, began to materialize around us. The colossal figures, kin to the vanquished snow beast, closed in, surrounding us with an air of impending doom. One by one, my companions, unsuspecting and helpless, succumbed to the relentless fury of the snow beast's kin. Their anguished cries tore through the air, a symphony of despair that shattered any lingering semblance of hope. The once tranquil landscape morphed into a nightmarish labyrinth where survival became a desperate struggle. The snow beast's kin, emerging from the ether, reveled in merciless power, leaving behind a trail of devastation. The mountains, witnesses to our life and death battle, trembled as the echoes of our struggle resonated through their icy peaks. Only Jake and I remained, standing against the encroaching darkness. We fought with a ferocity born from desperation, every ounce of strength devoted to staving off the relentless onslaught. Our senses, sharpened by the primal instinct for survival, strained against the impending doom. Yet, as the snow beast's kin closed in, a shadow of doubt crept into our resolve. From the safety of the lodge, I watched in horror as Jake, gripped by delirium, stumbled outside into the unforgiving snow. The colossal beasts, with deliberate intent, surrounded him, rendering him helpless. His screams, a gut-wrenching plea for salvation, echoed through the night. It was a trap, set to lure me out into the waiting jaws of the snow beast's kin. Terrified, torn between loyalty and self-preservation, I wrestled with the choice before me. The night held a cruel silence, broken only by Jake's agonized cries. The lodge became a fortress of isolation, each scream a painful reminder of the inevitable. The beasts, cunning and patient, reveled in our suffering, orchestrating a malevolent ballet of despair. I remained trapped within the lodge's feeble sanctuary, haunted by the echoes of Jake's torment. The cries, once a plea for help, now morphed into an eerie symphony of the damned. The agonized symphony of Jake's cries had carved an abyss into the fabric of the night, and as hours crawled by, I found my sanity slipping into its darkened depths. The unbearable weight of his suffering compelled me to venture outside, where the icy tendrils of the night clawed at my resolve. As I emerged, Jake, clinging to life, stood as a fragile testament to our futile struggle against the relentless fury of the snow beast's kin. With a breath stolen by the freezing air, I sprinted toward Jake, my heart pounding in sync with his dwindling pulse. Yet, before I could reach him, a stone hurled from the shadows struck me, catapulting me into a bed of snow. Dazed and disoriented, I felt a force seize me, lifting me off the ground by my feet. As my vision cleared, I beheld a colossal figure, towering at least 9 feet. Its eyes penetrating the very core of my being. A primal fear gripped me as it unleashed a deafening roar, commanding the attention of the other snow beasts who bowed in solemn deference. Trapped in the gaze of this behemoth, I felt an otherworldly terror, as if my soul itself quivered in the face of ancient malevolence. Yet to my astonishment, the creature, with a strange mixture of pain and anguish in its eyes, spared my life. It could have torn me asunder, but instead, it flung me aside like a rag doll. In that fleeting moment, I witnessed a profound complexity within these creatures, a depth that defied the simplicity of mere predators. As the colossal creature lifted the lifeless body of the fallen snow beast we had slain, placing it solemnly over its shoulders, a surreal scene unfolded. The others followed suit, and with a haunting bow, they vanished into the shroud of the night, leaving Jake and me marooned in the desolation. Puzzled and trembling, we grappled with the enigma of our spared lives. What had we stumbled upon? Why had they shown mercy? These creatures, more than mere beasts, held secrets hidden from our understanding. In their departure, they left behind a chilling revelation. We were trespassers in a realm where the line between predator and prey blurred into the shadowy unknown. The snow beast's kin, having claimed their vengeance, have retreated into the shadows, leaving the lodge to stand as a chilling monument to our futile resistance.
Dear audience, as you delve into this tale, reflect upon the lives lost on that pivotal day, a regrettable toll extracted due to our unawareness of what resides beyond the bounds of our contemplation. As expected, the authorities opted to cloak the incident in secrecy, resulting in Liam's confinement to a mental institution. Months later, my elder brother Jake succumbed to the injuries sustained during that haunting episode. In our shared human experience, we often fall into a false sense of security, neglecting to acknowledge the concealed threats lingering just beyond our conscious grasp. I share this account as conveyed by Jake, serving as a stark reminder to never underestimate the mysteries that lie beyond our comprehension. This is Old Man Tracker, extending my farewell.